Good evening, statistics students from Oahu. What do you call a really soft laugh in Hawaii? Answer, aloha. Yeah, aloha everyone. Yeah, I am fortunate enough to be able to be in Oahu and have been here for the past week. I've tried to stay in touch with those who reached out to me. I sent the information about the last test through email, and the last test was tough. And so, this next week, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. We've got 2 weeks to go. This week, we're going to focus on something called ANOVA. And ANOVA is kind of the next step, so to speak, from t-tests. With t-tests, we're comparing two group averages, whether it's population sample or sample. With ANOVA, we're comparing more than two group averages to see whether there is no statistically significant difference among the groups. We will continue with, we'll still do our hypothesis testing steps as we practiced. There will be some new effect size measures that we have to figure out. There will be something really important called an ANOVA summary table. You want to pay really close attention to that because as you're working through an ANOVA problem, that's where you are listing all of the different summary statistics and research, numeric characteristics of your distribution. So get really good at the ANOVA summary table. And let's see, what else? So that's this week. And then next week, we've got the correlation and regression chapter and the chi-square chapter. I think that's how I have it laid out in the calendar. I would encourage you, even though we just have ANOVA scheduled this week, I would encourage you to get through that as quickly as you can, as efficiently as you can, and then move on to start looking at the correlation and regression chapter. Correlation and regression kind of takes us in a slightly different direction. Instead of looking at differences between group averages, we start to look at covariance between scores in two groups. Basically, we start to look at whether or not there's a relationship between two variables, and that's a different it's a different question that we're trying to answer with that. And one of the most important aspects of correlation and regression and that chapter is this idea that we're performing correlation and regression to help us predict. It's a predictive kind of tool. Let's see, and then after that we have our final chapter, which is chi-square. We have 2 tests left, right? Well, one test actually. We have exam number 5, and then we have our final exam. All right. If you've not talked to me about your past exams that you've that maybe you haven't performed as well as you would have liked, talk to me. Let's go over the exam together. We can do that through a Zoom call. It helps, I won't say every single time, but to this point, I think every single time a student has gone through their test with me, they've walked away and said, wow, I learned a lot. So it is a fantastic opportunity and space to do some good learning in and get ready for exam 5 and our final exam. So as always, if you have questions, please let me know through email, or you can text the number that we have on our course website. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. I think I might go and enjoy a sunset, and hopefully you're up and running with the new chapter, and you're ready to ready to keep going and hit it hard. Just 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left, and work hard, get committed. I know you're tired, and it's a lot to throw at you inside of such a short semester. But you can absolutely do it. Keep going, and talk to me as you have questions. And that's all I have. Dr. B over and out from Oahu.